All right, guys, welcome to this episode of Golf Made Easy. I'm here with Rich from Genuine Golf. I came in to get a putter fitting. He's got some cool, fancy tech here, and he's been helping me out. But first question is for you guys to know, as beginner golfers or amateur golfers, when should we get club fitting? I get a lot of questions from my students saying, I need to buy new clubs. Should I get fitted, or should I just get any clubs? So what do you think about that? When should a beginner?
It's such a good question.
It's
a good question. You're going to get an array of answers from different people because there's so many different pieces that we need to consider. Budget, how long have you been playing? What are your goals and aspirations? Like how good do you want to get?
Right.
And it's a bit of a crystal ball, but my opinion when it comes to custom fitting is as soon as possible, right? So if you're a junior golfer, 10 years old, got your first set of US kids clubs, you're going to go and get a lesson, hopefully, or be part of a group. And that teacher should be able to kind of look and go, actually, there's something we need to do to those. I actually bent a set of US kids 3 weeks ago for Brian Jung, right? He had a student, it's very, very good. We needed to go flatter. So we bent them, right? Perfect. So next stage up, you're 16, 17, you're starting to grow, right? So that 10-year-old, if we fitted him, till he's 17, he might have 20 sets of clubs because he's getting longer, he's getting stronger. So there's a balance. Like when do we try and set that next stage and when to do it? But let's say you're 17, 18, you're fully grown, you're getting stronger. You're going to know pretty quick, and your teacher or whoever you're with is going to know that you're getting stronger, and maybe the flex is too weak and we need to start getting stiffer flexes. Like that's really important for ball flight. If we talked about you're looking at me this way, you're hitting the ball towards me. If I made a really strong guy hit a junior club or a women's club, it's going to go high and left in theory, and then dynamically it's going to come down. So the stiffer I go, it's going to come to a nice ball flight. Hopefully it's coming out with a good trajectory. Too stiff, it's going to come boring out to the right, and too low, not enough spin. So there's a magic little middle ground that I need to find as a fitter that is going to get the ball going to the right window. Loft and lie. If the club's the wrong loft, wrong lie, it's too upright, it's going to go left. Too flat, it's going to go right. So really important that once you'll get to a point where you're hitting golf balls and getting kind of accustomed to how to shape the ball, you'll start seeing that the ball isn't doing what you think it should do, and your teacher would be like, actually, we need to look at getting you fit. So it's a tough question. It's something that for some people, it's immediate. Like yourself, you scratch golfer within a year, right? That was a big, we need to get this guy fitted because he's got talent. We need to figure out how to get this talent kind of toned in and get the ball doing what it should do. There's other guys that are recreational, playing 10 times a year. So, I can't justify go out and spend a whole bunch of money, but there are things like loft and lie. Some guys will do it, $75, get your set dialed in. Not a big deal.
So they wouldn't really necessarily need a new set. Just come bring in your clubs, make sure they kind of fit you that way.
Yeah, we do something we call it a discovery session. It's a full hour. It's $150, and we look at everything. So we're looking at your ability. Do we need to think about lessons first, right? To get that little window and get you more consistent. We'll look at what clubs you've got. Had a guy, really, really strong guy, been to a lot of lessons. He had a regular flex driver, and his club speed was 120 mile an hour.
Wow.
Right? That club is not going to work. No matter how much I try and teach it, no matter how much I try and close the face, open the face, the shaft was important. So we did the shaft. All of a sudden, he got more consistency. And then, we'll actually do the adjustments while we're here. So we'll hit some 7-irons. If I see the ball needs to go, a little bit more left, I'll change the lie angle, and we'll get it dialed in while we're here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a unique balance between. I also saw somebody doing a tireless fitting once.
Yep.
And this guy had a huge slice, and the guy just kept giving him different clubs. I was watching him for 15 minutes, and everything was slicing, and I was like, dude, let me get you to hit a draw in like 10, 15 minutes, and then I think, this fitting would suit you better.
Yeah.
So I kind of like got him to hook it, then he was hitting draws or straight shots, and now it's like, okay, now, the clubs that you're trying, you can actually see what, if you have an advantage or not.
Even down to just grip size, right? So grip size is so important. If we've got a small grip, if we think of a cog in an engine, a big cog moves slowly, right? It's not spinning very fast. Where a small cog spins very fast. So if I've got a grip that's too thin, oh, my hands are going to turn over like crazy.
Right.
If it's too fat, I might not be able to close the hands. That's a rule of thumb. There's some guys, you give them a fat grip, they grip onto it like crazy,
Right.
and then they're going to turn it over. So there's a balance. But the best thing to do is to go to a fitting service, go to someone that sells grips and ask, what is my grip size? That's a really good starting point.
Yeah, okay. So if you're a new golfer, or you've been playing for a couple of years, you had a beginner set, you just bought off online, now you want to get better clubs, I think you don't have to get a full custom fit.
Yep.
I think maybe just check your lie angles, your loft, and your grip size. I think that's a good place to start, and then depending on your budget, you can, get clubs built for you or designed for you.
And for me, I think the last piece is always ask for help, right? So if you are buying your first set of golf clubs, you probably know someone's a better golfer than you, right? We have people in our kind of communities that we know. Ask them, hey, I was thinking about buying a set of clubs online. Can you just have a look at the specifications? Tell me if you think they'll be right. And they will normally, if they're a better golfer, be able to say, hey, they'll be really, really good. Or don't get those. They're senior flex, 3 degrees flat. They're terrible for sure. A young guy like Tanvir, right? Probably needs senior flex, that guy.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thank you so much. It was such a good time today.
Yeah.
That was fun. Putting like God now.